Alright, in Bones here. I want to talk about a subject that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and that's bug out bags. And a lot of people, there's good information out there and bad information out there, and a lot of people are just talking about 72 hours this, 72 hours that, and they're making these packs that, honestly, the average person isn't going to hump anywhere. And more likely, you're going to need something, something smaller is going to be more readily used. So what I want to talk about is the go bag. And the go bag is more of a 12 to 24 hour type deal. And if you had to, you could probably, survive a couple days off it. And it should be something that you could throw in the back of the car, in the trunk, and behind the seat in the truck, place like that, so that it's always in your vehicle, it's always with you, and that way, if your wife is out with her mother and decides they're going to take an impromptu hike somewhere, they're prepared for a day trip, and they have something that will sustain them overnight or for a couple days if something happens and they're out there stuck. So what I want to talk about is, obviously, I've got 3 packs in front of you. They're all similar function but vastly different bags, and you have mine, my wife's, and the one I'm making for my mom. And so when you're looking at, a go bag, it needs to be something that's light, small enough that it's going to fit, and, it's still got this is basically a bare essentials bag. And so let's get on with it. The reason you really want to go bag is, honestly, this you're a hell of a lot more likely to use than some 72-hour pack. I'm sorry, you may one day, I'm not saying don't make a 72-hour pack, by all means, make a 72-hour pack. However, the stuff that you're going to put in here is way more likely to be needed at some point than the stuff that's typically thrown in the 72-hour bug out bag. The bags and what you're looking for. Basically, what you're looking for is it to be big enough to hold the essentials, but not so big that you're just filling it with extra crap. You want multiple pockets so that you can divide your stuff. You want some way to attach essentials to the outside. I think Molly's the best. These two are Molly for sure. This was a bag that we happened to get on sale for like 70% off at the sporting goods store. And you want it to be hydration compatible. So there's got to be, it either comes with a hydration pouch or it comes with a designated pocket for one. And the reason why you want a designated pocket is, you don't need your crap puncturing your water bladder, honestly. So, this Camelback here is actually the mule. It's one of the larger Camelbacks, and it's got a Voodoo Tactical trauma pouch, first aid pouch, just mollied to the front of it. And that's fine. And then to augment that, we got this outdoor, type fanny pack that's got quite a bit of room in it, and it just allows you to distribute the weight a little bit different, so it's not all on your back. And here, this is 511. It's their 12-hour rush bag with their 6x10 pouch on the front of it, mollied on there, and then a Condor friggin' trauma pouch on the side of it, and then you got a high-tech. This is one of the bigger bags. It's it doesn't look like a lot, but it's deceptively roomy inside. And like I said, it was 70% off, so I was like, let's go for it. And so, what are some of the things you're looking for in these? Are things you're going to put in these bags? Well, it's going to be 5 main things that you need to store in here. First, you need water. You need food. Just protein bars, Cliff bars, something that's not going to melt, but something that's going to give you some calories to sustain, having to sleep in a cave overnight or something. But you're not looking for something that's you're going to be out there for 9 days or something. First aid. You need a decent first aid kit in these, and that it's always going to be in your trunk, so it's going to be with you all the time, and you never know. And when you're the guy that goes, oh, hold on, I've got bug bite stuff, or I've got insect repellent, or I got whatever, I've got burn cream, how many people are going to be like, oh, thank God someone has it, and then you need a trauma kit. And the trauma kit is your gunshot wound, your car accident. It's to stop the bleeding until the paramedics get there or whatever. And if you ever need that, then you're going to be more than happy that that's in your car. And then a small survival kit. Doesn't need to be in depth, but it has to have the basic, fire, light, weatherman type stuff. And that's basically those 5 things, and not a lot else. When you start packing a bunch of other stuff, this is going to get heavy, and you're not going to want to hump it on just your average hike or whatever. So the pack in the middle, which is mine, is starting to get a little heft to it, and I would still easily be able to hump it, but I don't know if my mom would. So don't start loading extra crap. Well, some extra crap you want to put in there is maybe a sweatshirt, socks, stuff like that. And for me it'll be diapers or whatever for my kid. Other things that I consider a necessity in these, paracord. Get one of these paracord bracelets. There's another example over here. It's not a bracelet, but it gives you options. These things, actually pack a lot of paracord into a small area. So the fact that they're tightly woven is awesome. Flashlight or 2. This is 4.7s. It's their double A. It's like 170 lumens. It's freaking. This is a nice light. I should do a review on it by itself. There's like 7 modes. You can't go wrong with that. And some type of pocket knife should be on the outside. So just something easy, light that you could get to. This is this is a utility knife, but you need to be able to access it readily. Leatherman, a good one. Don't skimp there, because you never know when you're going to need it. Get something with that's they're compatible with their bit system. I actually here's my main light, another 4.7s. 4.7s is probably the next best thing to a Surefire, but half the cost. So this is a 350 lumen light, and instead of being $250, it was about $100, and it's got 8 modes, and it's pretty dope. So Um, let's see. And another thing I think you need to have on easily accessed mace. There's mace on this one. There's mace, you know, in here on this one. As soon as you're in that situation, especially if you're out hiking, and you end up needing to use these, get that mace out, because once it gets dark, if you come across animals or you come across anything, that's going to be your best bet. Get your mace, get your survival whistle, and make sure they're handy. So this is just the introduction. I'm going to get into the first aid kits, the trauma kits, the survival kits, and other videos. And I'm just going to do a whole series on your go bag, which is, you know, an often overlooked part of the bug out bag talk. So thanks for watching. More to come.